Alright guys, hello, my name is SkinEffect. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to fly the jet in Battlefield 6. We're here in the beta, week 2, and we're going to go over some basics of what's going to make you a great jet pilot. So number one is I'm flying with keyboard and mouse. This is specific to keyboard and mouse flyers. If you're flying with a controller, there are some really helpful hints here. Essentially, always what I teach all new pilots is be ready to hit flares at all times. So there's a few valleys in these mountains that are going to allow you to dodge missiles and to pretty much stop missiles from hitting you. But you need to be ready to hit flares at all times. If I'm over the middle of the map right here and somebody hits me with a missile, I need to be ready to hit flares. And as soon as I hit flares, I'm finding an escape plan. I'm hitting my afterburners, and I am flying away from the missile. So that way I can give my flares time to recharge. So pretty simple there. There's a lot of good routes. I would say a lot. There's a few good routes on this map that I'm flying through right now, that if somebody's locking onto you with a stinger or missile, you can kind of dodge that missile and get ready to come back around. Another thing that I recommend new pilots, if you're on a controller, set up a button that is designed for your camera free look. If you're on a PC and you have a programmable button on your mouse, it's going to be very useful for you to look around in dogfights and not get shot. So you can see I can still look around in my cockpit, but in Battlefield 6 it has the free look aspect of you can actually not just look behind you like in Battlefield 3 and 4, but you can look up and down and try to find enemy air targets and make sure that they don't take you out. So being able to look around in the jet is going to make you a superior pilot. It's going to make it to where you can identify where threats are coming from and plan on where to go around to engage targets. For example, if there's a tank behind me, I can try to spot that tank while I'm looking in free look, and then I can plan to do a high dive on it. Now we're jumping into diving right now. This is the main feature of the jet that I believe is the main feature. I'm going to switch to my laser guided missiles, and I am diving on a target. What I did there is I went as slow as I could. I'm holding back on my flaps to slow my airplane down while I'm diving. If I engage a threat or a threat engages me, I can immediately hit my afterburners. But slowing down gives you more time to lock on and also follow up with some coaxial shots or machine gun shots, whatever kind of machine gun this is on this jet. But you can see as soon as I engage that target, I hit my afterburners and start to climb. Climbing to an altitude where a stinger missile can't hit you is going to keep you alive. And climbing. Afterburners are on. He shot at me a little bit. And now I've got a missile incoming. I've hit flares and I'm in this mountain. I know I'm safe. Okay, and that's because I set myself up to where when I was climbing, I had the peak of the valley beside me. So now I'm going to use my free look and look for targets while my flares are regenning. Now my flares have regened, and I'm going to be going back in for a dive again. I see some infantry way out here. I'm going to try to hit those with my bombs. Bombs are more of a direct...
Our forces have neutralized Delta.
Okay, and you can see that after I hit my flares, he was trying to lock onto me again. Whatever's out there is trying to lock onto me again. And by me having an exit plan into the mountain, I'm safe. My flares have come back. And it's possible somebody's planning on my routes now. So I need to make sure that I only hit my flares when I see that there's a missile incoming. Okay, and I'm back up in the mountain. Nothing's locked on me that time, so that's a good sign. Still have flares, so I can, while I'm turning, a good point is I'm trying to slow my speed down while I turn. It makes it to where I can turn a little bit tighter. But I'm also ready for the dive. So I thought I seen a tank down there, so I'm gonna free look and look behind me. I can see a jet way back there, so I'm gonna turn around. I'm slowing down my aircraft as I turn, and switch to my coax guns. I can see that he went this way. I'm gonna hit my afterburners so that way I can catch up to him. Use all the speed I got to close that distance. Now I've closed the distance and I'm on him. He does not know I'm here right now. But I want to try to line up this shot, and he crashed. And I've got missiles locking. They are locked. They're not shooting. I did not pop flares. So make sure that you're reading that right beside your jet, and it says whether it's incoming. It'll make a faster beep sound whenever it's incoming, and that's when you want to hit your flares. You don't want to hit your flares as soon as you hear that locking. So timing it is important. The chopper, you can do some damage to the chopper, but there's a lot of new pilots out here that are struggling, and I mostly focus on tanks and infantry. I see that that's the best way that I can help my team. The choppers aren't really staying in the air too long, so I'm not too worried about them. So you can see a tank right here. And I got like 30 damage on him because I hit him with my coax guns and the missile. So that's 30 damage. I'm going to swing back around. And getting ready to dive. Getting my missiles ready, looking for him. And I killed him. I killed 3 people there, so good little kill. There's probably a repair guy on that vehicle. That seems to be pretty popular right now. I got him down to 50 tickets. We're going to win this game. Just always try to support your team in the jet. Once you get a hang of it, find the best way to support your team. And do that. Don't just be flying up here in the open and get killed. And but try to get used to flying. Try to get used to dodging missiles, planning where to go, when to hit your afterburners, when to hit your acceleration, and that's going to make you a better pilot. At the end of the day, you're trying to help your team, and remember that you're not up here just trying to get kills. Try to help your team. See what your team is engaged in. See what your team is trying to push. See where your other tanks are, and maybe they're about to get into a fight with a tank and you can give them a one-up advantage. That's how to be a good jet pilot. That's how to help your team. So I hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. We're just going to play this one out.
We are attacking objective Bravo.
See somebody locking onto me, but did not fire the missile. I don't know if infantry, if they run out of rockets, they can still lock onto. Not too sure about that.
Objective Bravo neutralized.
A lot of infantry down there. Oh, there's a tank right there.
Our forces are hitting Alpha. We need to ready defense on a marked objective.
Cheat sheet.